Guten Erev Shabbos. Hope you're having an excellent day. Everyone's reminiscing of their favorite parts of Fiddler on the Roof, their nostalgia for the old country, for our tradition, for the things that we're missing. One of my favorite quotes is when Tevye looks at his arm and says, "Golda, do you love me?" And she says, "Do I love you? For 25 years, I've washed your clothes, I've cooked your meals, I've cleaned your house, I've given you children, I've milked your cow. After 25 years, why speak about love now?" Of course, he does it a lot better. But the point is, it's a very powerful thought. What does love really mean? The greatest way to show love and to feel love is through giving, is through action, is through the things that we do, the commitments we make, the challenges we overcome together. What does it mean to really have love? This week's Torah portion is Parshas Ki Sisa. And the first thing we study about in Parshas Ki Sisa is the Machatzit Shekel. And one of the reasons the rabbis tell us that God asked us to give a half a coin is to teach a Jew that when it comes to the Jewish people, you're a half without another Jew. And when it comes to our marriage, we're incomplete without our spouse, without our husband, without our wife. Imagine a guy or a woman who comes into their marriage feeling complete, feeling that they don't need anything to enhance their lives. They'll have the worst marriage. They say this old anecdote about this professor who was teaching English, and he asked the students, what's the difference between complete and finished? And everyone went back and forth, and finally one Jewish kid says, complete is when you marry the right woman. Finished is when you marry the wrong woman. And when the right woman catches you with the wrong woman, then you're completely finished. But the message of Machzis HaShekel is that we're only a half. We're incomplete without our spouse. Marriage is about recognizing that the greatest thing is what we learn, what we gain from our spouse and what we do for them. Today, Grinny and I are celebrating 23 years of marriage. So it's not exactly 25 years. But in those 23 years, I've been blessed with a wife who's nurtured 10 children, who's built a beautiful home for us, who's protected us, who taught our children love, kindness, care, who helped together with her to build a beautiful community full of caring and loving people. That's what love is. And I could say the 23 years of marriage have only helped us grow closer and love each other more. Through the ups and the downs, through the challenges, through the obstacles, it only grows stronger. And we feel so blessed to have had these 23 years together, and we daven to Hashem that He should give us another 46 at least. But the reminder is to always remember that you're only half without your spouse. That if you think you're a complete person, then you're missing the whole point. May Hashem bless each and every one of us to be a Machatzit HaShekel, to be a half. And to remember that true love is about giving. And that's why when God told the Jewish people how they will be counted, He said by their giving. Because when you give, you show love. As I told you before, ahava, which means love, comes from the root word of hav, to give. And that's why when it comes to our children, we always want to give. When it comes to our spouse, if we truly love them, we always want to give. Because ultimately, that's the greatest way of showing our love. And that's the greatest blessing of love. I bless each and every one of you that your lives be filled with happiness and joy, with love, and with a community that loves you as much as we have here. Have a good Shabbos, and see you all tomorrow in Shul.